10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Wednesday! Wednesday, Timon.
Wednesday.
What did Timon say?
New Year, I think.
No, I said Happy Wednesday.
Timon.
We don't say Happy New Year on this podcast. When have we ever said Happy New Year?
We're Christians, Timon. It's Merry Christmas.
It's Merry Christmas and Happy Wednesday, not Adam and Steve.
From the top, 10, 9. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. Hey, happy New Year, happy Wednesday here. It's back. We're Ghostrunners podcast 390 something. 8, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3.
Here
2.
we go. Happy Wednesday.
Every time we mention any number on this podcast lower than 10, we have to start going.
Are we counting?
Oh man, we're here. Jake is a little under the weather, but no prob Bob.
And not too bad. You know, I was telling my dad a few days ago, I was like, getting sick in any capacity is never fun, but having a cold, I would take a cold 10 times in a row before I had the flu or anything that made me throw up.
Yeah.
I really barely consider this being sick. If I wasn't a podcaster, this would be no problem
You'd be
at all.
fine. Yeah.
But it's just one of the, it happens like once every year. The throat just gets so red, so sore, and then it just kind of hurts to talk. But hey, it's Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, did you do one yesterday for Correct Opinions?
Luckily, no.
Okay, you were
that was good
in the hopper there.
Yep.
Yeah. And I feel like right now you'd be able to spout out emails just fine.
Oh,
like you're doing all right.
I
like
could
mentally.
edit.
Growing up, did you call we reserved the word flu for stomach bug at my house? Like, oh, he's got the flu. But I think I've learned over the years that flu is actually not there's the stomach bug.
Something else I've always been confused about: influenza.
Yes.
Is that the flu?
I believe. That's
it
why
is.
That's where it comes from, I think. I'm learning all this
That was a misnomer.
Yeah. Like the flu can mean like body aches and chills and fever and all that stuff. To me, if somebody had the flu, it meant they are yakking.
Yeah.
So
Throw up. Flu.
you grew up that way too?
Yeah, exact same way. Like I thought that was just for puking. That was the only characteristic I would think of with flu.
And now, yeah.
And but it's like just a general more of a sickness.
Yeah, I was telling you, off the podcast, I was like, at this point in the year, you just expect to get sick because there's no way, especially with all these little kids running around and everything they're exposed to, it's like they're going to get sick, which means we're going to get sick. And the cycle goes back and forth. Like, it's just how it goes. It's just family time. And it's so hard. Like, there were people in my family that missed part of Christmas, but then came to other parts and it's like, are you sure you should be here? But also, I'm glad you're here. Like back and forth, with all that kind of stuff. And it's just like,
it's not contagious. It's not contagious. Are you a
sure?
doctor?
Yeah. No, I've been on antibiotics for 48 hours. Yeah, but like your husband, you slept next to him.
Bad.
Oh, it's just like don't judge anybody too harshly. But man, please don't get me sick either. So anyway. That's what we're doing. It's New Year's Eve as we're recording this, which never normally happens that we're recording like right before we're actually releasing.
Yeah, we can talk about current events because they'll still be current.
Let's talk about current events that we're super current on.
All right, let's see what's going on.
What's going on right now, December 31st?
Anybody know anything going on?
Oh man, did you hear about that thing in Wisconsin?
Oh yeah.
Or the one in was it Cheyenne, Wyoming? They did something crazy yesterday. Yeah.
Lions beat the 49ers.
Yeah, man. That was, So,
those are the benefits of recording things.
I'm so glad we're doing that. Yeah.
Right before you post it. We can get to talk about stuff like that.
It is New Year's Eve. I think as far as overrated holidays go, I think New Year's Eve is close to the top. Thoughts?
Yeah. Top 3 would be, in no particular order, Valentine's Day, New Year's, and say it with me, Arbor Day.
Halloween.
Oh,
Arbor Day is really highly rated, though. Yeah, you're right. I forget about how
Arbor Day,
hard people go. Yeah, decorating for Arbor, like whole like just plots of land out in the middle of nowhere, just decorate for Arbor Day with
Yeah.
just massive trees.
And I don't know if they do that year round. I don't think so.
As far as I know, it's only at Arbor Day. So
What would your third most overrated holiday be? Halloween?
Halloween's getting there for me, only because it's starting to become really, really like decorated and like sought after and anticipated all October.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'd put it in top 3.
I can't agree about New Year's Eve though. I love it. I
Do you?
love a good like party and countdown.
When does the allure
when does
go
it
away?
fade?
Because I will say it was fun. It was fun as a high school college kid. Like
Yeah.
especially college, like you're back from break, like let's hang out with all the high school friends.
That's a good point.
you know, and now it's just like, do you want to stay up till midnight? Like say on 3 if you want to stay up till midnight. You know?
Timon's got at least like 6 more years
You think
of
so?
New Year's fun.
Yeah.
It's just a good excuse to get together, and I'm gonna be up that late anyway, so it's like I might as well have fun with it. I feel like.
That's
a
true.
good point.
Yeah.
Timon, you went to Branson.
Yeah.
How was it? What'd you do?
Silver City all day, day trip.
SDC all day?
Yeah, it was great. It was like insanely busy. It was December. It was like a couple days after Christmas, and I think it was like their record for the most they've had in that time period. Like
Really?
because it was like really nice that day, like 50s, and yeah, I think it was like in the 20,000s. I think of people there
Wow.
from what I heard.
Seems like a lot.
Because I
So-
think when we were there, they estimated there was going to be like 7,000 people at the park.
Wow.
Yeah.
On park, what do they say?
What did
Remember?
it say? In park, I think.
In park. Yeah.
So did you get to ride rides, or is it just crazy?
A
long
few.
lines?
It was like I had never seen. So Wildfire is always like the one that's kind of over in the corner. There's not that big of a line. I saw a part of the line that I've never seen before. There was like a whole upstairs for it that I didn't know about.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
For in case of a long line.
They
That was
unleashed
kind
the
of fun.
upstairs.
Not too many rides. It was good though. We did the cave tour, which I really liked. The
Oh,
cave tour.
yeah, dude.
It's a good
Oh,
time.
yeah.
The cave tour is great.
Yeah. There was this guy, our tour guide though, he was very passionate about the cave, and he was like,
Good.
people forget this was like how Silver City started.
Oh.
He wasn't crying. But like he was just so passionate about like, just tell your friends about the cave tour. It just means so much. We're like, I mean, but it was cool, but it was like, you don't have to, I don't know. It was just funny how much he was like passionate about the cave
You think
tour.
he's that passionate every single tour?
I don't know. He was like, I think he'd done 6,000 tours, which I thought about that, and I was like,
That's so much.
how do you do that? I thought about, okay, if I do 50 cave tours, that's going to be, I have it like the back of my hand, and like, I am tired of it. 6,000 is insane.
Oh, man. You would have fun with it, though. Every time you'd be like, I'm going to figure out a way to
Yeah.
talk in alphabetical order, in this sentence. Or,
That's true. Yeah. You're so familiar with
6,000's wild.
Yeah.
Especially in a cave.
it. Yeah.
It's not a boat tour in Chicago, like downtown Chicago architecture or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long was the tour?
It's like a little over an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was,
6,000 hours.
and this guy
Dana
talked,
Shay.
this guy talked like each time for longer than I remembered like the other one we'd done. Like he got into it, and I was like, respect for like still keeping it like lengthy when you've done it so many times.
And
It was
did you-
good though. He was a good tour guide.
That was probably a Super Bowl though. Like it sounds like there was a lot of people there. The energy was off
That's
the
true.
charts. He was
It's
ready
true.
to get some cave tours going.
Yeah.
That's true. I hopped on your guys' live stream, and it seemed like people were giving you ideas for a video. Did you end up filming a video?
So
Was this I'm Down Boys or was this your family?
this was
Sorry for interrupting.
Backseat. Just get it right, Brad. Backseat Boys.
Was this the I'm Seat Boys or was this your family?
It
I'm
was
sorry.
Backseat Boys plus some siblings of Backseat Boys.
I see.
Yeah, it was great though. It was so I realized once we got to the park, I was probably the only one there like that really cared about getting any videos done, because it was like beforehand everyone was like into the idea of like let's do some like skits there involving the park, that'd be fun. But then once we were there, it was like I was still thinking, hey, we could like do this joke, and then everyone was like, I was like, it's okay. So we didn't really get anything done.
That's going to happen a lot more in your life.
Yeah.
yeah.
There needs to be more of a skill, and I'll be as much to admit it as anybody of like just saying no. I don't think we should do that, like beforehand.
Yeah.
because I've had a million conversations where it's like we could do this and this and this, and then all of a sudden, person A has expectations of doing all those things that they mentioned because you didn't say no. I don't think so, and then you get there and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, this guy doesn't want to do it at all. It's like, well, why didn't you say that beforehand?
Yeah.
You know?
Like I wasn't surprised about it, but I was like, you could have just like not acted like you were gonna do it though. We got a few things done, but I could tell like if I would bring it up, the vibe was just like, So it's like it's okay. We don't need to film anything.
I think there just needs to be more just honesty and being okay with like kind of like hey, that movie is a 4 out of 10, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Hattie, for Christmas this year, got a reading journal.
Okay.
It's the most Hattie homeschool thing ever, but it's like, yeah, you like critique all kind of like a Goodreads in journal form. Yeah. And she gave a book she recently read a 2 out of 5 stars. And I was like, good for you. She's like, yeah, it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. I was
That's
like,
great.
Good. Anne of Avonlea or something like that.
Wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. Anne of Green Gables all grown up. She's like, I didn't love it that much. Huh. It's like, good for you.
That is good for her.
Yeah. Because at that age, I was probably giving everything like a 4 or 5 out of 5, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Something else I want to bring up, because it's recent, current events.
Good.
Last night, Ty and I had a big Friday pickleball shoot. It was great. We get done, and I text you. I'm starting to think about the next day. I text you guys, hey, are you guys good to podcast at 10 a.m.? Timon knocks on my window. I roll it down. He says, yeah, 10 a.m. is good. I was like, oh, yeah, you are right next to me. Anyway, and then I'm just catching up with things on my phone. I'm checking the 49ers game.
Yeah.
Current events.
That was a crazy game that just happened.
You know, it was kind of wild because when I checked into it, you know, it's like 9 o'clock. I was like, well, Brock Purdy has a perfect passer rating.
Oh, wow.
They are beating the Lions. 3 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown rushing. I'm like, he's about to earn some money tonight.
Yeah.
I text Rachel because he's an Iowa State guy. You know, we like supporting Brock Purdy. I'm like, you got to turn on the game. Brock Purdy's playing perfect. I text her that. He threw 2 interceptions in the next 5 minutes.
Shucks.
So that's too bad. Anyway, but I continue to sit in my car, and suddenly I start to hear some music. And I think, is that coming from me? No, that's coming from
that
this Kia Sportage.
Sportage over there.
Next to me.
I'm gonna break in and see what he's listening to.
Timon's jamming. I'm not really thinking much of it. And then I start to see like movement out of my peripheral vision. It's dark out, but I can still kind of see movement along with the music. And I look over, I'm like, is that still Timon next to me? And I look, and Timon is jamming in the car by himself.
What were you listening to?
I don't know if he knows I'm still next to him. I don't know if I'm supposed to be seeing this or not.
I thought about it after. I was like, oh, Jake probably like, if he was listening, he probably caught on that I was like enjoying some music. Yeah, I don't know. I just unashamedly, I was enjoying. It was Your Needs, My Needs by Noah Kahn. Check it out and see if you don't jam a little.
And see if you don't find yourself with a little pep in your step.
Yeah.
So were you honestly doing a performance for Jake, or was this truly just like, I would do this no matter who was there?
It looked like I wasn't supposed to see.
Really?
I realized halfway through there's a chance Jake is watching, so I played it up a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more halfway through.
Like you were rocking the sport back and forth. That's hilarious.
It wasn't anything too crazy, but yeah, I was just like, this is a guy jamming alone in his car right now.
I was popping my head. Yeah.
Yeah, just like singing along and
plenty more questions, Timon. Next one is, were you intentionally sitting there to listen to this song before you went somewhere? Like,
So
why not? I jam.
Yeah,
Sometimes, but I never jam in
Stationary.
stationary.
I don't
form.
typically jam stationary either. I had turned on like a playlist and was planning to just like go, but then I was like, got some like texts I was responding to, and I was like, so I was still sitting there, but my playlist was going, and then like it got to the good part, and I was like, well, even though I'm stationary, I'm gonna jam.
Gotta jam. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a few times on the way home from the pheasant hunt, I took Jensen and Steven to the airport because they were from Cincinnati. So Jensen, Steven, Justin, and I were in the truck, and Jensen wanted to listen to this Reliant K song, Deathbed. Do you know this song?
Nope.
no.
Timon, you'd love it. Jake
Okay.
might.
Eh.
I feel like people that know it are going to be like, oh, great song. I've never been a huge Reliant K guy. I was kind of like a hater of them back in the day. But we listened to this song at Jensen's request, and he wanted to jam to it. He didn't want to just like listen to it. It's like a 12-minute long like ballad of a song.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that coming into it, but it's like a storyline and everything. And it was so sweet. Like it was such a moment with like Justin and Steven were in the back. And I could tell they were like, what is happening up there? Like,
This is weird.
But Jensen's just like borderline, like worshiping, I don't know, like just like this, like feeling the song. And I was just like, I'm feeling it with you, brother. And it was like, it was a great moment of like, I love when somebody else is like, I love this song. Can we please like intentionally listen to the song together? You know?
Yeah.
What was the name of the song again?
Your Needs, My Needs.
Your Needs, My Needs. All right.
Noah Kahn.
I'm a stationary jam to that
Oh
sometime.
yeah.
Deathbed too,
And Deathbed.
by Reliant K.
Maybe play at 11:48 tonight. Kind of bring in the new year with Deathbed by Reliant K.
That was like such a trend. Is it still going on where it's like, if you press play on this song at this time of the night?
I see it more with movies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you start Iron Man 2
Right.
this time,
Like the end scene
Thanos
of-
snaps his fingers at
Okay,
midnight.
yeah. Like Fight Club, the very end where it's like, maybe you guys haven't seen that. Seen it?
Nope. Don't spoil it.
Seen it.
You know
You should
where
watch it. You give it 4 stars probably.
at the very end, it'd be cool to like have that be this New Year's. I'll just say that.
When in the
Yeah, that part. You know. So
It's a New Year's movie.
so what are you doing for time? New Year's Eve time.
New Times Eve.
I'm
Yeah.
going to my friend Oliver's house. So,
That's
and
a
my
vibe.
cousin's coming into town, and he's also going to Oliver's house.
Oh, we've met him?
Yes, Andrew.
Andrew, thank you.
Andrew.
I know his name. That's fun.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Pickleballer.
Yes.
Nice guy.
Nice
Great.
guy, good pickleballer.
Yeah.
Good.
Just all overall, just stud of a guy. Great guy. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, Luke Crenshaw. Great guy. Great for Sam. Good times.
Good times. I have a couple of fun stories from Christmas. So
Please.
I guess just overarching. Had a great time. Iowa's great. Stratford was great. We have such great families. Win of the week. Family. It's awesome. Love it. But Rachel and I, a couple days before Christmas, saw an Instagram reel that really inspired us. And we were like, we have to do this to Steve Coop.
Okay.
So I wrote my father-in-law a fake Christmas card from
Okay.
people that don't exist. It was awesome.
Okay.
So the outside of the card was just like a T-Rex skiing. Quick sidebar, you open it up and it says, hope your Christmas is T-rific. Tim Coop made a good point. It's like, why is it not Ski Rex? We're like, yeah, Ski Rex is way better than a T-rific Christmas.
Wait, Ski Rex. Oh, because he's skiing?
It was a Tyrannosaurus Rex downhill skiing.
Oh, okay.
And then you open it up and it said, have a T-rific Christmas.
Yeah.
Ski Rex.
Ski Rex.
Shout out Tim. I was like, yeah, totally. Anyway,
Tim does more than just, practice law. The guy writes cards.
so it was so fun trying to concoct just like the perfectly confusing Christmas card. So what we did is we included a $50 Cheesecake Factory gift card that Rachel found in her purse.
Okay.
And so it said Steve and Angie. I spelled Angie wrong. G-E-Y.
Angie.
Angie. Steve and Angie. Hope you and your family are doing well this Christmas. We said something like, I always think of you when I go to the Cheesecake Factory and wanted to include this. Have a good one. Signed it, Rich and Susan. And Steve opens his card and he's going, Cheesecake? I never even go to the Cheesecake Factory. I've been there once.
So he's doing mental gymnastics trying to figure out why in the world. Yeah.
Rich and Susan. Okay. And at this point, the whole family's gathered around, trying to figure it out. And
Anybody else in on it?
every single person was in on it except for him.
Okay.
It was great. I mean, like, we had Tommy Coop go outside and kind of muddy it up and say he found it by the mailbox, because we put a
okay.
stamp on it. But
Yeah.
anyway, and so Steve Coop was
awesome.
looking at it and he's just like, he's going through every Rich he can think of. We have it on video. I mean, there were times he suggested a guy who was dead. I mean, this
yeah.
is how far he's getting.
Sure, yeah.
He's like, could it be
It was buried kind of by the mailbox.
Rich Gleason? Tim's like, isn't he dead? Yeah, he's dead.
Could be Richie Jr. though. His son's name was Dick. I guess that would, maybe he's going
Yes.
by Richard now.
Yes. One of
Really?
his main theories was some guy, well, I don't know. I mean, they throw out all these Iowa names. Dick something. He's like, it could be him. It could be these guys. And so he's going through his Facebook. He's going through his contacts. Gets to the point, he calls his mom. He calls his like 84-year-old mom. Mom, I got this Christmas card from Rich and Susan. And so then him and his mom go back and forth, trying to think
yeah.
of all the Rich and Susans.
How long do you think this was all together?
Between 15 and 20 minutes.
Awesome.
And then a pretty shocking part of it is that we're like, all right, we should tell him. So he's thinking like, this is hilarious. Really what we should do, we should turn this into a prank. We should try and get like, Jake, we should try and get your dad in on this, or like Uncle John. And Rachel's going, yeah, I mean, we've already got to practice because we just did it. And Steve will kind of smile. He's like, yeah, Uncle John would be good.
Yeah, he's in his own world. Yeah.
And so we're like, all right, we got to tell him again, I guess. And he's like, yeah, we should do it to him. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it'll be our second time doing it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. You think so? You think you'd catch on since it's the second time?
exactly.
It's like, no, the first time we didn't do it to him, we did it to you. Oh, so you think we should do a Cheesecake Factory again, or is there another one that's like better for John?
That's exactly what was happening.
That's amazing.
I mean, we probably told him 4 times, and on the 4th or 5th time, he was like, "You guys pranked me." Yeah, and it was great. He loved it. It was a great prank. And best part is, 3 days later, we did get my Uncle John on the same thing. It was so fun. So we had, I found it out by the mailbox on my run. It's been raining that day, so I get it all wet and damp. And this time, it was great. So Rachel thought of this ahead of time. She picked out a card. It had an ugly Christmas sweater on the front of it, and it said, "Don we now are gay apparel." It's like, this will be perfect for Uncle John. And so then this was really fun writing it. So then I was like, hey, which is perfect. My aunt is named Angie, so I spelled it Angie again. So John and Angie.
That's your calling card. Is Angie.
Wet Bandits.
Yeah.
Angie. So John and Angie, I said, I know I don't normally send you a Christmas card, but after our last conversation, I thought you'd appreciate this one.
Oh, you just put it in quotation marks, appreciate.
Yeah,
That's
just
great.
anything to just give more confusion, like what's going on.
Read into appreciate, yeah.
Why would I appreciate this one? Have a Merry Christmas. P.S. Still thinking this summer, round 2. And
So vague.
They're all going, what does this mean? Cousin Steve-O and Uncle John were both not in on it, so they were just going back and forth.
That's even better. Like, get a few guys. Like, yeah, that's fun.
Round 2. What could round 2? What is that, Dad? What did you do this summer? I don't know what I did. This summer.
I did 0 things this summer.
If you remember this old story in the podcast, I think we told this. One of John's, a cruise John went on a few years ago. Angie would always take a while to get ready for dinner. So John would, before dinner, he would just go down to this martini bar, just kind of hang out for 30 minutes or an hour. On like the 6th day of the cruise, he keeps telling Angie, like, these guys are awesome. You got to come down and meet these guys. Angie comes down one time, and the guy that he's become good friends with goes, "Who the is this?" He's like, "It's my wife, Angie." And he goes, "I've wasted 6 nights on you." John's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "This is a gay martini bar." John had no idea. He had gone there 6 nights in a row and just had the best time. So those
martini bar.
those theories were being floated around. Like,
Yeah.
what was the guy's name with the martini bar?
Yeah.
It wasn't this.
Did he say Angie or Angie?
And so, anyway, just a whole lot of fun. Maybe the best part of all of this is when it was all said and done, we tell John, "Hey, we were pranking you." My dad tells me, he said, what we almost did is I almost let John in on it and told him, "Hey, this is how Jake and Rachel are about to prank you."
I love that.
And,
Prank the prankster.
And what they were going to do was when it came out, like you got this letter, John was going to come out as gay in front of the family. And dude, once that happened, everyone started throwing out these like options. I was crying laughing at what people were saying. Like John being like, throwing the card out. "All right, that's it.
Yeah.
I've been living a lie. I am so gay." And then we were laughing. Like, what if Braden over in the corner is like, "You know what? Maybe it's a bad time, but I'm gay too." We're like, "Oh my gosh. Oh my God."
Yeah, John, you really encouraged me, man. Caitlin, this is going to be our last Christmas together. Oh my gosh.
Everyone just starts
And then they hold hands, and it's like, with each other? No!
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
I mean, that could have been amazing. It also would have like traumatized me where I might not have ever pranked anyone again. That would have been legitimately tough to swallow.
Well, dude, I know we've talked about this on the podcast as well, but back in the day, you, like, I think it was in college, but we talked about it. I loved the double prank. Like,
it's so good. You never see it coming when you're the pranker.
have you heard the ice cream prank that Jake did in college?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just so good. Where he'd be like, "Hey, like, I'm gonna butcher it, but I know you have a sore throat. Can you say it?"
Yeah, it was like 2 people have to be in on it in a circle, a group of 8. "Hey, who wants to help me pull?" I got it now. Okay. You would go up and say, "I'm going to get some ice cream." Great, Brad leaves. "All right, hey, does anyone know how me pull a prank on Brad?" Timon raises his hand. "All right, great, Timon, here's the deal. When Brad comes back, take a big bite out of the bottom of his cone. He'll freak out. All the ice cream will drip down. Oh, it'll be so funny. We always used to do it to each other, but if I do it, he'll know it's a prank. He won't expect it from you." Meanwhile, Brad is filling up the bottom of the cone with relish, mustard, hot sauce.
Anything, yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
And then the top of the ice cream just looks like normal ice cream. You're coming back licking it.
This is good.
Timon's like, "Hey, can I have a bite of that? My ice cream, that's kind of weird."
Yeah, yeah, whatever. And then
Sure. Timon's got a big smile on his face. I'm about to get you good.
just gets a bunch of horseradish in the bottom of the cone.
Just relish and mustard down the face.
Man.
It never didn't work.
That's such a funny double prank. Like that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Like I love your dad for even thinking that way, you know?
It would have been so good.
Oh
I don't
my gosh.
I don't know what I would have done if John just
You think you would have believed him?
I don't know. I don't know if John could have pulled it off. Maybe
Yeah.
he would have given it away, but just the thought of it.
I think there's the person pranking and then there's all the people in on it that sometimes give it away more than the actual prankster.
Yeah, that's true.
Like maybe the way your dad would react to John would have said more of like, that's not, you wouldn't react that. What are
Yes.
you doing? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
that's a good point. I will say everyone pranking John, everyone did a good job. I mean, even Grandma is like trying to like, well, John could have been, who was your college roommate? And John's like, oh, I didn't think about it. You know, so it really worked great.
That's so good, man. I love it.
Great Christmas.
Our Christmas does not involve any kind of pranking. I don't think. Bo's real into tricking people right now. And it's
Yeah.
borderline just lying, but I think he does it innocently. But it's like, Bo, that's not a prank. That's just, you just lied to your mom. Like that, you can't do that. But yeah, I have some different things written down. Christmas Eve was really fun. My parents came to church with us. We had a little, they do the classic candlelight service.
Those are nice.
At the end we sing Silent Night with just the candles on, and they had childcare for Rosie and Henry, but Bo and Hattie were in the service with us, and so Bo had his own candle. And man, you know how sometimes those candles, like, sometimes it's like hard to get them lit, and other times it's like you get like a 3-inch flame on there.
Oh no.
Bo got a 3-inch flame, and luckily nothing happened, but we were all just like eagle-eyed watching Bo because he was getting so close to this. So this person, he's standing up singing the song. He's standing up in front of his seat, and the person took off their coat behind or in front of him and put it on the seat. And so it's like he's gonna light this coat on fire. Like it's about to go up in flames. And I'm sure that happens once every year at some church, but didn't happen. It was a sweet time. Parents came over for dinner, read the Christmas story. And then, rite of passage kind of thing for dads. I thought this year I was getting off like scot-free. But every single year I have to put something together at the last minute. And this year it was, I don't know what they're called, but they're like these, I don't know, like wooden play, like jungle gym kind of things for kids. They're just like minimal. They're not like colored or anything. There's like wooden, like it's for Rosie. Like she can climb up and down this thing and like has a little slide and rock wall and all this stuff on it.
Cool.
Pretty cool. But yeah, didn't remember it until I was getting ready to go to bed. And Catherine's like,
Bummer.
oh, you have to do that thing for Rosie. And I literally like sunk my head down and I was like, all right. It was all right though. So, but yeah, it was great. The kids all got fun stuff. Bo, I feel like a few different times this Christmas got things that I'm like, oh man, I hope like he's going to be so bummed comparing himself to somebody else. Like at Catherine's family's Christmas, all the other boys got the armor of God, like toys where it's like a whole like shield and armor and sword and all this stuff. But Bo had already gotten that a couple years ago.
Okay.
And so Bo got literally like basically these exact same work gloves,
Fun.
cowboy gloves. And I was like, oh man, he's going to be so sad he didn't get a sword or like all this stuff. And he loved his gloves. Like
Really? I
he
get
was-
it.
He was obsessed with his gloves. And then again at our family Christmas with my family, all these kids are getting fun, toys, and like Rosie got these calico critter, like, whatever, all these different fun little dolls and stuff. And Bo gets a lantern. And I'm like, oh man, poor guy. Like, just like, here I am holding my lantern up. Bo couldn't be more obsessed with this lantern, dude.
What does he do with it?
Like he just uses it. He like plays, right now it gets dark pretty early. So he like takes it out to the shed at night and
Dude,
stuff.
what a great gift then.
Oh, he loves it, dude.
That's
everything,
awesome.
everything about it. But I'm just like, oh, poor guy.
I have heard like multiple stories for like the last couple of years of like kids who like they got this big gift and they loved the box that it came in more than the gift.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah.
You never know what's gonna like hit home with people. Like we got him in his stocking. We got him like this thing. Probably was $7. You seen those pop-it
Oh
things?
yeah.
I bet Rachel.
Sensory things. Yeah.
It's like a little bit of an electronic game version of it. I bet it cost less than $10. by far the most popular gift in our house right now.
Really?
Oh, all the kids love it. Always wanted to bring it with them. They've gotten in multiple fights about it in the car. Like, no, Hattie, I want to play it. It's my gift. But funny story with Bo. There's a few. Bo's just been fun. Everybody's been fun. But Bo has, he's 4 years old, so he's not perfect in his speech yet. He says his L's like W's. He says his TH's kind of like a V or an F. Kind of like the.
Yeah.
Said it, the. And out of nowhere the other day, I'm in my room feeding Henry, so I don't understand the concept of this. But Catherine pointed out later how it really did sound a little bit questionable. Bo out of nowhere just screams, "I am king." I don't know what he was referencing, but Catherine was like, the way he paused after, "I am king."
It's a great.
I was like, okay, buddy, you're the king. You're the king. I am the king. And sometimes a little more V, a little more F, but pretty hilarious. And then another thing that was just funny with Bo, you
got to get that on video to show him someday.
We got it. Yeah. What are you? I am the king. And it's so funny. I probably wouldn't have even recognized it in the moment if Catherine didn't maybe if he didn't pause, we wouldn't have even thought anything of it.
What if you called him King Awesome?
Yeah.
Say it in full sentence, Bo.
Okay. I'm the king. Awesome. Yeah. Another thing, we've been really into playing this game called Tinsy. You ever heard of that, Timon?
Tinsy. Is it dice involved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dice game.
Yeah, good game.
It's just easy enough that Bo can kind of play. It's like everyone gets 10 dice and you just roll them until you get all of one number. We're going for 6s. So you roll.
Wow.
And so Hattie, I overhear the other day, Hattie's like, "So Bo, what you do is you get your own 10 and then you roll them until, you get 10 6s." And Bo just goes, "Oh, well, that seems easy enough." For whatever reason, I
thought the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's easy enough. It's just so funny hearing a 4-year-old say it, especially about something that I thought he couldn't comprehend very well.
Easy peasy.
No, that's easy enough.
Oh, it's like Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So anyway,
But that's awesome.
Sadie, what do you have on your face? You want to tell Brad that you just licked your hands with Main Street Roasters grounds all over your hands? Was the coffee yummy? Yeah? She approves.
out of the mouths of babes, it comes. Boys and girls, MainStreetRoasters.com, our sponsor once again for this episode. And even babies are drinking coffee these days.
It's good for all ages.
There's studies coming out that said it actually helps your growth.
Yep. Start early.
Start them early. You're going to be looking at it and you'll be like, that baby is coffee fed right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Is that one of the first babies to win the spelling bee and play professional sports in the same year?
Must be a Main Street Roasters sponsored athlete. Yep.
Must be.
MainStreetRoasters.com. They're still selling their holiday flavors as well as just all their wonderful single origin and blended coffee. So use our promo code GRKC for 10% off to get the best coffee around. I have gone on record saying I'm a big Nitro fan, love cold coffee, but recently been really enjoying hot coffee from Main Street Roasters in the morning, specifically the Miller Morning Blend and the Main Street Blend. So check out all their different flavors. It's MainStreetRoasters.com. And
I'm guessing a lot of you have New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
No matter what they are, I bet coffee would help you out with those.
Yes, 100%. Unless the resolution is like, don't drink coffee.
In which case, go back to the drawing board.
In which case, resolutions need to be, broken by the last week.
We'll see you on January 8th.
Yep. Yeah. MainStreetRoasters.com. That's great. Yeah.
When you said lantern, that reminded me. Have you watched Bargatze's new special?
No, I forgot that where is it?
Netflix.
I don't have Netflix right now. I was using old Susan Hansen's Honey's.
Honey.
And every time I want to watch it, it's like, oh, you need to log in. And I'm like, it's 9 p.m. I'm not going to text my mother-in-law. How is it?
Oh, I loved it. I saw some interesting comments, which is like a vocal minority, Instagram comments, but people were like, he was doing old stuff. I can't believe his special had old stuff. But what they're referring to is like SNL, I think.
Oh, sure.
So it's like, well, he's not going to try out new material on SNL.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I thought it was great. It was what I expected it to be. It was funny. I liked it.
Cool. Yeah, I need to. It's always good. I wonder if it's like one of those things. Like, is he? Yeah, he's still funny to you. Like, it's like to me, I'm like worried he's going to he's got a shtick to an extent. Like, and so it's like, is that going to wear out, or
How
if it's
long?
always funny
Yeah.
to me?
Yeah, so far, still funny. Several things that I thought were funny. Because last time you saw him would have been when we saw him in Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what was on the special, but not on SNL. That would be, talking about his parents are getting old, having to walk him around everywhere. He says he's always kind of having to call out like new terrain to him, like carpet. We got carpet coming up. Heads up, we got carpet. That was kind of fun. I don't think that was on either of his SNL monologues and a couple other
as
stuff.
long as the content itself is still funny, he's still funny. But like, I think his delivery is like more expected than it is like new to me. you know?
It's not as much of a surprise.
So,
But yeah, I still love it.
yeah, I need to. Maybe I'll come over here sometime while you're gone and just pop it in,
Pop it in,
pop it on.
rewind it.
A few more things from me for Christmas, real quick. This was just like one of those like sweet moments. I was like, I'm gonna frame this. Hattie wrote a note to Santa on Christmas Eve, kind of unprompted. Didn't even like ask us really. She asked us how to spell one thing, I think, but for the most part, riddled with spelling errors. But so cute and so like whatever. It just says, "Dear Santa." It just says I instead of I'm. I fine with almost anything you give me. Merry Christmas. Love, Hattie.
You have to frame that.
Dude, because it's like,
That shows her personality. That's going to be her personality for the rest of her life.
I hope so. Because on one hand, it's like, we went to like go see Santa at Bass Pro Shops a couple days before. I think it was the Saturday before Christmas. And they were all just so like, I mean, none of them even sat on his lap. Everyone just kind of, maybe Hattie did,
Hey,
but they all
Santa.
just kind of stood there and asked for stuff. And Hattie put on her Christmas list like a real horse. I was like, you really think Santa's getting you a real horse? I don't know. I was like, if there's a real horse in the backyard, you're going to be excited about that. But I just
real
loved.
horse.
On one hand, it's like she's like very content with anything, but on the other hand, she says almost anything. So therefore, it's like she's being honest. It's not just like I know the right thing to say, so I'm just going to say this. It's like I'm fine with almost anything you give me. Merry Christmas, love, Hattie. It was just so sweet. Put it right next to the milk and cookies, and
It's a great Christmas card.
oh man, the whole thing was just wonderful.
Almost anything, Santa. I think you know which ones I'm talking about that I don't want.
Like, please don't give me that.
I don't need a baseball glove.
Right. So anyway, it was so sweet. And I think, Bo wanted us to write a card, and I don't remember what it said. But anyway, it was just
Dear Santa, almost anything.
almost anything. It was just so sweet to me. So
A real horse just reminded me.
Yes.
I'm guessing if you haven't watched Nate Bargatze's special, then you also have not been watching MrBeast game show.
oh my gosh. No, I've been bootlegging that though. I've been doing BitTorrents on that.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Tell me all about MrBeast Game Show. I don't know anything about it.
You didn't know it even was a thing.
No.
Timon, how many episodes have you seen?
Just one. I liked it though. I just haven't had time to keep going, but I want to.
This guy's busy making lady videos.
Yeah, right. This guy. Yeah. Sending cards to John, if you know what I mean.
So Amazon gave MrBeast, I don't know if gave's the right verb, but he's doing a game show with Amazon Prime, 10 episodes where he gets kind of free reign to do whatever he wants. And so it's the first episode broke like 43 Guinness World Records.
Wow.
Just everything is just to the like 100th degree of anything we've ever seen with like game shows. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I see. Like the things they did broke records.
Kind of. It was like the most cameras ever used.
Okay.
On like a production
Oh,
before.
okay. Yeah.
Like some of it's like production stuff. Like the most they had 1,000 trap doors. The most contestants of all time. The highest winnings of all time. They're giving away 5 million. I think like a minute 42 in episode 1, he gave away $1 million to the contestants. Like there's just money going out left and right. It's hard to like process it, but it's also very like psychological and like, yeah, you could take the bribe, but then your whole row is out. It's pretty cool being like, what would I do? How would I play it?
Maybe
From
this
what I saw, they do such a good job of like making you be like, what would I like?
That's a lot
kinda,
of
like
it.
intense. It's great. Yeah.
was it advertised on NFL at all?
Oh, I don't know.
I think in my
Maybe Thursday Night Football.
in the corner of my ear. Is that what it's called? I hered somebody say this is the most money ever given out on a game show. And
Probably
I was
these
like,
games.
all right, I'm not,
All right.
I'm not looking up for that. But
Episode 3, they're in a box.
Yeah.
Every person's in a box and like, or 3 people to a box. And it's just like, one of you has to leave. Figure it out. But they get
one of you has to leave, not like one of you loses.
one of you is like, has to stay in the box and you're like off the show. So figure out a way to knock someone out.
Just
Like
one of you has to
physically?
give up the money. Like
Not physical, or not like, you can't force them to stay in, but just like, you have to all agree someone is staying in here. And then it's up to you to like,
oh, I can't wait to see this.
because some people are like, all right, let's just get it over with now. Let's just do rock, paper,
paper-
scissors
yeah,
or
yeah.
something. But you also get you get a phone in there where you can call and request anything. So some people are like, I want a board game. We're going to do a board game to determine it. Some people are like, let's just enjoy this. Can I get a pizza?
Oh, nice.
You know, some people, and anyway, one guy requested a real horse and they brought him a real horse.
Why did he request a real horse?
I don't know. And I don't know how they had one ready to go. These are the questions I'm
Fair.
like, how did they, because
It might not be quite as like spontaneous as you think.
maybe it's like, hey, do you want a horse? We have one.
Yeah. Ask for a real horse. Ask for a Mustang specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a brand deal with Mustang. It'd be great if you could work that into it. So anyway, yeah, there was a real horse brought in Hattie's dream to be on Beast Games.
So maybe he was like, I bet these other people are afraid of horses, so I'm going to bring in a real horse.
Maybe that's what it was.
Well, but then people would leave the box.
Yeah.
What if, could the other two, like, could one person just leave right away? Or is it like, we're not getting out of the box till you guys all agree on who's leaving?
I'm trying to think. I think there were a couple instances of someone being like, you know what? I'm kind of missing home. I'll just do it.
Really?
And they were like, great.
Dude, thanks, man.
Yeah. But 98% of them, I think it was like, I'm not leaving. This is tough. It's crazy, dude, because there is some backstabbing. There is
I'd watch
lying.
it.
There is
Yeah.
this drag queen. Oh, the most hated guy.
The guy from MrBeast?
Oh, not that one.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
No.
most
Yeah,
hated
I
guy.
think, yeah, everyone should watch it. It's good.
Really?
Yeah.
It's well done.
We're talking 30 minutes, hour, 42 minutes?
First one was like 45, I think.
45.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse's been like actually like watching, I think, keeping up with it.
Rachel's into it.
Jesse's like, I am pretty sure it's going to turn into a Hunger Games thing where people are getting killed. He was like, that's my theory. People are going to like start fighting to the death.
Well, isn't his whole like most popular video, or at least it used to be that Squid Games thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a taste for it. MrBeast. Ever think about that?
Mark of the
Beast?
Beast.
It's been right in front of us the whole time. What about like more questions about this game show? Are the contestants like continuously like rolling over? Is it like that kind of game show where it's like
Yeah.
Big Brother kind of? Okay.
They continue to, you just survive in advance kind of thing.
I didn't know if it was like everyone is. It's like Wheel of Fortune or something.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. No, same people, just slowly narrowing it down.
Okay.
But when you start with 1,000, it's hard to, I'm on I've watched 3 episodes, and you still don't really have favorites yet. It's just too many people.
Sure. Okay.
But I'm sure it'll get to that point.
Last game show I tried to watch was The Traders. Shout out to Courtney and Ben Miller for the great recommendation.
Yeah, we did not enjoy that.
Okay, so I'm going to be real leery if this one's not good either, Jake. So how confident are you that I'm going to like it?
It's better than The Traders,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because the host isn't dressed like a gay jockey. That's what I remember from Traders.
He was
Remember
very
that?
European, we called it.
It's a European cut.
Yeah. But it's better than that.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting. It's compelling.
Okay.
And I think so far it seemed to get better and better. Also, just like visually, episode 1, when that whole row of people drops in the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Okay.
Really cool, just visually. Like,
Yeah, it's like definitely better film than like his average YouTube video. They up the production by far.
Yeah, I wonder how much money they have for it.
I don't know how much money they got to do this.
You know, like it's Amazon. They have unlimited money.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm guessing he's spending, I don't know, 5 to 10 million per episode. So, good for him.
That's great, man.
Anyway, check it out. Go see. Let me know what you think.
Let's see. What else do we want to talk about here? I'm trying to think of any other Christmas things.
I need to give a shout out to the Guillotine Ghosty Fantasy Football winners.
Okay.
It is
please do.
finished. Unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, Jalen Hurts got injured in the first quarter. Goodbye, me.
That'll do it.
You can't really have injuries at this point in the season.
Yep.
So, for the Monday League, the winner is M. Poindexter, everyone's favorite troll.
Gosh, that's like the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl.
And for the Thursday League, with a dominating performance, 276 points in the championship game, Austin Locke. His team name, Bricked Up.
Nice.
It pays to be bricked, baby.
Pays to be bricked. That's right. That's great.
So shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone who competed. It's very fun. Fun getting to know you guys that way. And yeah, congrats to the winners.
That is fun. We'll keep doing it.
Doing it next year.
That's great. Let's see. Few more Christmas notes here, I suppose. Another thing, Rosie right now loves baby Jesus.
Oh, great.
Hopefully forever.
Yeah.
But man, every time we drive past the Nativity, she screams out baby Jesus. She also has been loving singing the song, "Oh Christmas Tree," but she goes, "Oh mystery, oh miss." So that's fun. Fun little routine. Innocent thing for you there.
How do you feel about the song "We Wish You a Merry Christmas"?
I love it. I think.
I like it too. I heard a new rendition of it this past week. We went to the New Hartford, local church for a Christmas Eve service, and we were with like all of Rachel's extended family, which is basically the church.
Okay.
And they were letting us know, like, yeah, so Dawson's gonna be this, and whatever is this. But by the way, don't expect much. They haven't rehearsed it. So I was like, oh, this should be great.
Love it. Yeah.
I wish I would have filmed the first verse of "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," because they seriously, there's kids who haven't rehearsed this. Each of them have a different instrument in their hand, just like tambourine, maraca, you name it, just whatever we found.
Percussive though, like not like missing notes.
Correct. Yeah, just it was supposed to be, "We wish you a Merry Christmas."
Okay.
We wish you were just supposed to hit it on the downbeat. Well, if you're a kid and you never practiced it, and you got some old lady like trying to tell you, it was great, dude. Because the woman who was like leading the kids, I think she was off from the pianist. And so that doesn't know how to do it. That doesn't help things. And the kids are just banging these things whenever they want to, or just not at all.
Tymon's mom is like, that's why we don't have instruments in our
It was beautiful. That's it.
Awesome.
I just loved it. I thought it was so just like cute and hilarious. Just not a single kid hit that thing at the same time.
I mean, it'd be almost more disturbing if the kids were amazing at it. It's like, what? How long have you been practicing?
Yeah, get you guys out of New Hartford.
You ever seen those like videos of those like 100 Chinese students like just like playing the cello, and it's like,
it is disturbing.
I don't know if this is right. Like they're playing better than Yo-Yo Ma over there.
I know what you're talking about. Or dribbling a basketball on beat.
How are you doing that?
Future like Olympics opening ceremony performers.
Which was awesome, but also
it's great.
Kind of crazy.
Disturbing.
So, that's so funny. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Christmas instrumental, peaceful piano Christmas music in the mornings, early in the mornings. And there's some good ones in there of like, just like, I don't even know what you call it, Timon. Musical, like almost like runs, like bum bum ba da 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 dun dun. Like, I don't know, just the way it like
I don't know.
Just goes down. Basic, like it's just a sweet thing to listen to on a instrumental piano. So I love that song.
Sweet.
Is that the one that has figgy pudding in it?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
So bring us some figgy pudding.
Yeah.
It's in the song.
I think that's like verse 3.
Gross.
Kids didn't get there.
No, we did not.
Yeah, what is a figgy pudding? No one knows, but yeah, I don't know. I also celebrate Christmas with my immediate family, like my sisters, and that was great. It felt like very chill, very easygoing. My mom, like normally we have like a Christmas breakfast. It's kind of like we have the same thing every year, and I love it. But then apparently all the women in the family decided, let's just not do that. Let's just do breakfast at home, and then come here for Christmas, and then Mark will do steaks for lunch. And I made the mistake, maybe intentionally, subconsciously, but like of telling my mom, like, yeah, I'm really gonna miss that Christmas breakfast. And my mom then and I was like, Mom, don't change anything. And she's like, you know what? I've been thinking about it. I think we should do Christmas breakfast for lunch and then steaks for dinner. And I talked to Dana and she wants to do it too. And, of course, Catherine's just rolling her eyes like,
a mistake.
You spoiled brat of a baby child.
You got your way.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm so, whatever. It's just classic. My mom just being so sweet and like, Brad really, he said he's going to miss the cinnamon rolls. And,
Gonna miss that breakfast.
Like, it's fine, Mom. But Catherine just rolled her eyes like, you're such a spoiled youngest child, kind of thing. So
what did you guys get for Christmas?
What did I get? I got some air tags.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Thanks.
Where are you going to put them?
I don't know. because I used to lose everything, but now I just kind of keep everything in my truck.
Okay.
I just lock my keys in there.
Because the truck has a keypad on it.
It has a keypad.
So as long as you don't like lose your memory.
Or give
get
it out to too many people.
Great.
Sometimes like Hattie and Bo will like yell it to each other. Bo, the code is, and I'm like, our neighbors are going to. So I don't know, maybe wallet, keys. I don't know what else. What else? Do you guys have any?
I've got one for wallet and keys. That's it.
Okay.
And it's like it's been clutch a few times already. Like I recently got the wallet one, and I've lost it like 3 times. And had to use it.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a new thing of Good Ranchers, I'll open up the bag and I'll put it in there. Just if someone steals it, I want to know where it's at. I want to go get them.
Because it's valuable stuff.
Bag of Main Roasters, bag of Good Ranchers, healing waters,
Bag of water.
bag of water. Yep.
Milk. Yeah. Milk bags of water.
My dad made some comment over Christmas. He's like, I'm impressed that you and Brad did not take that further. I think you could have easily.
We know our boundaries.
I
It's
said
like,
it was the Christmas episode. That was in the back of my mind. I was like, this is coming out at Christmas. I'm not going to go crazy on milk bags. I'm going to say only bags once, but that's it.
Oh my gosh. That was something. New year, new me. That's right. We're back with Main Street. F me. I'm sorry.
Good Ranchers. Good Ranchers is what we're back with.
Good ranchers.
And a new year, new me.
New meat. Yes.
This is the same great quality meat, same great quality offer for you guys. But it's a new year. Time to take life by the horns, but don't eat the horns. Just
Don't-
eat the meat.
Don't eat the bones. Give those to Sparky. Right? Yes. If you guys don't know Good Ranchers by now, where you been? They are our favorite meat in all the land for 3 main reasons. One, the amazing quality they have. You'll get these steaks, and you'll see they are steakhouse quality meat, chicken, seafood, pork. They don't ever have antibiotics, hormones, or seed oils, and they save you time and money because they're shipped right to you in pre-packaged, pre-trimmed, pre-portioned packets. So ready for you to eat whenever you're ready for them. So
You can subscribe to any box of their 100% American meat, wild-caught seafood, whatever you find on their website. Use the exclusive code GRKC, and you get $25 off and free express shipping. Oh, wait. And
What?
your choice of free ground beef, chicken, or salmon in every order for an entire year.
sheesh, that's something else.
Yeah, so there's a lot being thrown in here. I would say now is the time to take advantage. Use GRKC on goodranchers.com. Pick yourself out a box.
Thank you. And it's American meat delivered.
And American deliver.
What else did I get for Christmas? I got, Catherine got me a book, and I already read it. I read it in 2 days. I'm in a reader mood right now.
I've been reading the last 2 nights.
What are you reading?
A book that my sister got my wife.
Okay.
My present now.
How is it? Would you recommend it? Is it something I need to read?
I'm pretty early into it, so
Okay.
stand by.
Mine, it's funny, like all these things that I've kind of been coming to the realization of in the last like month about like phones and stuff. She bought me this book like 2 months ago called The Tech Wise Family. You can kind of imagine what it's about.
Tech why?
Tech Wise.
Tech why?
Wise. Wise guy, huh? Tech Wise guy. So, no,
What did you learn?
Oh, just honestly, has your mom read this book, Timon? You should ask her. Tech Wise Family.
Okay.
I think it was written in 2017, and as I was reading, I was like, that's Timon's family. Like Timon, like they're like this guy. It was funny. It's all about like limiting technology, limiting what he would consider like things that make your life. How do you define it? Basically, like things that make your life too mindless.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like technology, like get rid of your refrigerator or your heater or whatever, but like technology that just makes you not have to work. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it is now, of course, but
Yeah.
he described it as like, we're not Amish and we're not almost Amish, but we're almost Amish is how he described it. Like, in other words, like one of the things he advocated for was like getting, like, don't have a TV in your house. Or another thing he talked about was like singing more with your family. And I was like,
Wow.
Timon does those things. Like, all these different things. Those were
Yeah.
the 2 that I really thought of you for
Yeah.
were like, because you guys had a projector, right?
Uh-huh.
But you didn't have like a set stationary TV.
Yeah, for like my whole childhood.
Yeah.
And then, like the last year, we have like a TV, but we hide it behind the wall.
What does that mean?
It's
like just like doors, like sliding
it's
doors.
kind of like, so it's not
Simon
like,
showed me. It's cool.
so it's not always like easily accessible. Oh, just like throw on the TV. Like
Right.
it's behind a sliding, like you take off a frame,
Yeah.
behind like a sliding thing. So it's a bit of like more of an ordeal. It's not like a easy thing.
I'm pretty thankful even in today's world of like TV doesn't seem quite as accessible as it was when we were kids, as far as like you just had to press one button and the TV was on a channel. Now it's like you have to press a button and like go to an app and then choose something else. Like, and so even that feels like a little bit more of a barrier to me. And obviously my kids don't know how to do that very well
Good.
yet. So anyway, there's all sorts of things.
That's cool.
I could talk people's ear off about it, but it was
what,
really good.
What do your phone habits look like nowadays?
Dude,
First you came bricked.
Yeah.
In fact, now there's been even a scaling back from brick.
how I talked about, personal do not disturb. That's my new thing.
Where like I can get through.
Yeah, you guys are on the list. I think Tymon's on the list. Yeah, I'm almost positive. Timon, I was actually just texting Garrett Perkins last night, and while I was texting him, he called me and just went straight to voicemail because I didn't know, whatever. And he just goes, "Ouch, dude!" And I was like, "I didn't even know. Sorry." So there needs to be some tweaks, but
Yeah.
I am leaving my phone in our dining room at night. Like I'm not. I'm setting my iPad next to my bed for my alarm.
I'm wanting to start doing that. Yeah. Get like just an alarm clock. So
Yes.
My phone can be downstairs.
Definitely could do that too. And that's been really good. I don't know. Everything about it's just like, I turned off my notifications for Gmail. Like, so if I look, obviously I can access it and stuff, but, and I in the mornings, I'm making it a point to always make sure I'm reading my Bible before I am on my phone.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit easier to do that when I don't have to pick up my phone and take it with me out of my room. And I've been reading like more in the mornings versus having my phone on me. So it's just easy to find ways to be entertained on your phone. And it's just like,
Yeah.
that's not always bad. Like phones aren't inherently bad, but it's like we kind of turn them into like, entertain me in this way. Like this guy talked about in this book, just like we forget that like certain parts of our life are boring because our phone makes everything not boring. Like standing in line at Chipotle, I always think about like, you look at every single person in there, it's like everyone's on their phone.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I can't possibly just like be bored or talk to somebody or think right now. So I'm not trying to act like I'm better than anybody else or anything like that. I'm just learning all this stuff. I just find myself having these tendencies, like even like let's say at night I'm going to bed, or no, I'm putting my kids to bed. You know, one of the things we do is read a book. They're in bed with me and I'm like, okay, go grab a book real fast. They're going to be gone for 30 seconds. And my instinct is to pull out my phone for no reason, not to be like, oh, I need to text Jake real quick. I'm going to pull out my phone and text him. It's like, let's just see what's on Instagram for the next 30 seconds. And it's just like, just don't do anything for 30 seconds. And I think I struggle with the fear of like, I need to be as productive as possible all the time. And that's just not reality, you know, or like I'm not being productive on my phone for 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just recognize that like, even when I don't have my phone on me, I just feel like this urge of like, I got to pull out my phone.
I got to check something. Doesn't matter.
And so I'm just kind of right now, hopefully I can like bring it back in, kind of like, you know, being on a diet or something. Like I'm going to eliminate sugar from all my foods. And then eventually, let's have sugar, but just not as extremely.
Yeah.
You know, so right now it's like people could text me right now and I don't know for 6 hours sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And no one so far, it's never bit me really. Maybe I think I've missed phone calls sometimes and I feel bad about that. But like, I'm not that busy of a person. I don't have that much. People aren't in that high demand of like there was a one time where you texted us, Timon, about the year-end episode. I didn't see it for a while. That was like, I feel kind of bad about that. But
No worries.
overall, Anyway, so that was a good book to get.
This is like inspirational because like I've been thinking about all this stuff and like I want to take steps to like just because I'm on my phone too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's just like, you got to discipline yourself. And maybe sometimes it's literally just like, go somewhere and keep your phone in the car. Like,
yeah.
Or something like just, I never struggle with my phone. I'm not that bad. Like when I'm with other people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think, we all do a good job of being present.
Yeah.
Someone's talking to me, I'm not going to be on my phone.
And I think some people do struggle with that, or like you kind of look up and all of a sudden you realize you're sitting in a room and everyone's just looking at their phones. And I always, in those moments, I always just go, how are you guys' phones doing? And people don't love that, I don't think. But so how is everyone's phone?
You guys seen on there?
Anyway,
Tyler, what'd you get for Christmas?
I got a coat from my grandma.
Mm.
I got a hoodie from my sister, and some Joyride candy from Ryan Trahan
Oh,
from my sister as well.
Those are good.
Yeah, I
Those
got
are
the
fun.
blue raspberry kind. I want to try the other flavors now.
You've had it?
TJ had it at his
I was gonna
house.
say, I can't believe you've had it
Yeah.
before I've had it.
You've had it? Yeah. I barely even know who the guy is, but
Yeah.
TJ's had it, and it's like the gummy kind.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like it tasted healthier. Like it tastes not quite as just ridiculously sweet as like other sour strip candies. It was good though.
And that's kind of the
That's kind of the thing. Is like
Thing,
less
right?
sugar, less nasty
not
stuff.
like the dyes
It's
and
supposed to be natural. Yeah, it's like a blue raspberry, but it looks kind of reddish brown because it's like not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
naturally, or not artificially colored. It's good though.
that's
that was
fun.
it. Yeah.
Nice.
You get some good stuff. You got that hoodie?
Got this hoodie from Corey Coop.
I like it.
It was great. She got me another Chief shirt too. And then, yeah, because the Coops were all drew a name. I got Tommy a beef jerky subscription.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. 6 months of, honestly, I bought this like a month ago. So he was like, what brand is it? And I was like, dude, I don't even know, actually. I don't even know if it's one brand. It might be a different brand every month.
It's probably
Have
maybe they're
fun.
just like outsourcing, or whatever. Yeah, it's
I
fun.
forgot what I bought.
It's not Old Trapper. It's not. It's not Jack Links. That's fun.
My mom got me a Carhartt jacket,
Yes.
which I was like, did I even ever say that out loud? Because I wanted one after hunting. I must have said it out loud to Rachel, but I really thought she just read my mind. Moms are good like that.
Moms are good like that. Women are good like that.
They are.
What kind of like hard
Just
shell?
like classic, yeah, hard, brown, Carhartt.
Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, you dog.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing some good work in that.
I hope it gets colder.
Yeah, you're like, please let the temperature drop.
43, I can't wear my Carhartt. It's too hot.
That's fun.
I'm trying to think what else. Dude, I got socks from 3 different people. I feel like I'm really turning a corner
Okay.
on getting older.
Yeah. And you didn't hate it either, probably.
No, I did not.
Right.
I liked all the socks I got.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is I'm gonna make a note in this Christmas. This is where it started to get old for me.
It
3
is
different
funny.
types of socks.
It would be fun to like log what you get every year because some of it's like stuff that I'm asking for, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And like last year, I think I got 2 different types of like wireless chargers for my phone, like one like magnetic one like, power bank kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. And this year, I got way more like a TechWise family book and like a shovel for my Brio, fire pit.
Oh,
Like,
that's nice.
Things that are like maybe my values are changing here. Maybe my
Very
priorities.
specific.
So I got QP goat soaps.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, excited about that.
I got a fair amount of clothes. One of Rachel and I's New Year's resolutions, maybe I said this on the podcast, no clothes in 2025.
Okay.
You can't buy any new clothes.
Yeah.
The only stipulation is you can buy new like running shoes if like your current running shoes like have holes in them.
Okay.
But that's it. No shoes, no clothes.
Okay.
So I kind of loaded Rachel up on some clothes for Christmas
Yeah.
this year as well.
Yeah.
And her
get-
birthday's
get in
tomorrow.
there.
So
I know.
back to back.
Tomorrow or
Tomorrow, Witness comes out.
yeah. Okay. I was like, I thought it was okay.
For not being on a major holiday, I think January 2nd might be the worst birthday. December 26th is bad too, though, which is Tommy Coop's birthday. So the Coops really just
Really?
got bad birthdays. Because by January 2nd, everyone is like done with celebrating. They're done with spending money.
Yeah.
They just went out for New Year's Eve. They just spent all this money on Christmas. It's like, oh, now we got to do something again for Rachel.
Let's buck that stereotype.
Yep.
Rachel deserves it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. My nephew Watson, I think he's December 27th or 8th.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah,
too.
a lot of times they do like the half birthday celebrations in the
I
summer.
think that's
for
what we're
him.
going to try to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah. July 2nd. That's a birthday.
But then it's so hard to just be like, it's your birthday, but we're not celebrating you very much because we already did it. You know what I mean? It's like, I still want to celebrate you. So
We got a Lydia's gift card from, I think, Rachel's grandma. Bang, bang, boom. We'll
there?
just go there Thursday night. Yes, I have. It's awesome.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, that's fun. Fun. That's great.
So, yeah. No clothes.
No clothes. Yeah, I'm sure I got some clothes. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I got other stuff, but very, very happy, very thankful. Hattie loved gift giving this year. Like made every single person in our family these things that I don't even know what to do with. Because on one hand, it's like, I can't throw it away. On the other hand, it was like felt like fabric, I guess. Like, but she just like taped it up in different ways to like look like an angel or like all these different things. But it literally is just taped, and so it's like this is going to fall apart eventually. But it's like so sweet, and she wrapped them all and everything. It was she's been so fun and sweet, and yeah, Bo I think got something. Oh, he got bells for everybody and put them in their stockings. Bells. And so, and he wanted to give one to my mom. She's like, yeah, I want to give one for grandma. And so she could put it around her neck, and then grandpa will always know when she's coming. I was like, okay, Bo, like a cow? Like,
Yeah,
that's
did
what
you
a
get this from a cow book?
I was like, don't compare grandma to a cow. That's a bad idea. He's like, yeah, like a cow or a dog. I was like, not a dog either. Don't say a dog.
Could be a cow, could be a
I
dog.
am the king of cows.
Could be donkey, whatever.
Anyway, let's do some. We got some wins of the week, real quick.
Yes.
I know you said
Kind of already said mine, but just
yeah.
good times with family, getting to prank them all, bunch of games with them all. Both families, we just do the same thing with both. It's just
Yeah.
awesome. It's
So
just
good.
perfect.
Timon.
I think my win is just going to be Andrew coming, my cousin. Like, it hasn't happened yet, but premature win.
Yeah,
It's going to be fun.
it's fun anticipating
win.
somebody visiting.
Yeah.
My win. Yeah, Christmas is great, but my win is that we are officially mold free.
Oh, you did it.
We're good. We don't have to go through the process. People were like, I feel bad for Brad. This is a never ending thing. It seems like whatever they did worked. So
Sweet.
now we just have to finish our basement again. That's
Okay.
fun. No problem.
Well, that'll go quick.
Yeah, it'll be easy and not stressful, and I won't get in any fights with Catherine, so it'll be awesome. Yeah, but we're mold free, so we're excited about that. Anyway, comment of the week
There was one I was trying to find. Someone typed up. You guys know the comment I'm talking about?
on Facebook.
No, it was a YouTube comment. Someone went to town.
Oh wow,
Gosh, where
I'm
was
gonna
that?
find one on Facebook
Because I couldn't
that
even screenshot it because it was so long. I feel like they deserve a shout out.
Wow, I don't know if I saw it.
What was that?
You find it. I'm gonna look up, or I'm gonna read this one from Kayla. Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla Ebenezer. I'm gonna get your name right, Kayla. It's a tough one. All right, but I think people are used to struggling with your name, so I'm gonna Kayla Ebenezer Brophy. Today is a big day for me because today I am finally fully caught up in the podcast. On December 20th, 2023, I finally decided to check out Ghostrunners after hearing about it many times from Jake and Brad at the end of Gene Short's videos. Went to Spotify and pressed play on episode 289, the most recent episode at the time, to hear Jake say, well, guys, this is the first episode ever without Brad. I listened for another 30 seconds or so and then decided if I'm going to give these guys a fair shot, I probably shouldn't start with the only episode ever without Brad.
Wow.
So I scrolled back to episode 1 and pressed play.
Ooh.
Since that day, I've listened to every episode in order, not keeping up with recent episodes, just the order they came out. Wow. It has been so fun, quote unquote, knowing the future as I listen through due to having already followed them on Instagram. And it's in quotation marks, Topgolf Rachel? Isn't his wife named Rachel? This could be interesting. And in quotes, I know they have a fourth kid. They're going to have to announce him soon because we're coming down to the wire on timeline here.
That's pretty sweet.
Alas, I am now officially here in real time with the rest of you. I will no longer know secrets that the Brad and Jake in my timeline are unaware of. Thank you, Jake and Brad, for the year of constant entertainment. So much of my 2024 was riddled with your voices. Happy 2025, Ghosty Nation. Thanks, Kayla. So fun. So sweet.
That was great.
It was great.
Timon, do you know this comment I'm talking about? I still can't find it.
What's it about?
They went nuts.
It's a YouTube comment.
Well, I thought everything's up for debate now.
Nothing is real.
What do you remember about it? I see a big long one here.
Yeah?
Like, about, like, I'm from the future.
Yep.
Hey!
Read away, Timon.
All right, this is from Malachi Tish. It's very long. So here we go.
Because I think last episode we talked about if you're listening in 2027,
Oh, yeah.
let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
We don't have much time. I'm from the future, March 19th, 2027. I was able to time hop here on a prototype machine built by the Backseat Boys, the genius inventors who masquerade as podcasters. Your podcast is thriving and growing, but only through cassette tapes carried by pigeons ever since the others landed and took over all electronic communications. Jake, it's a common misconception that you're bald. We all know you're shaved due to widespread persecution of all things strawberry, food and hair, when the others took control. We need a shaved leader rather than a dead hero. We are daily indebted to your sacrifice. You and Rachel finally got Bondi Bull's food truck operational,
Hey!
but the others seized the truck
Shoot.
for their invasion efforts, leaving you no choice but to go into hiding and lead the resistance. Obviously, Rachel's a sanctioned mental health counselor of the group. I'm about a fourth through. Should I keep going?
Yes.
Brad, your
About a quarter way
your fitness journey has turned you into an absolute specimen and unit of a man. So much that the resistance has chosen you to be the physical fitness instructor for its underground army. On a personal side, you've somehow added 6 more soldiers, all biological, to your growing army. Needless to say, your marriage is doing not bad. Timon, your songs can be heard amidst the camp of the resistance, and your theatrical performances are the muse of the multitudes. Your wedding was quite the performance as well. All I can say is, wait, I can't tell you that. It would rip open the fabric of space-time.
Oh, wow.
Scott finally defeated Tyson McGuffin and was signing his pro pickleball deal when the sky grew dark with the others' invasion. Seeing he was a choice specimen for their barbaric games, Scott was immediately taken and thrown into their arena for sport. Since it was a Sunday, he refused, despite the brutal encouragements of the others. Currently, he is imprisoned in their lair until he plays their sick games, and efforts continue to #FreeScott. Isaac nearly died playing pickleball by shattering every bone in his body as well as bleeding out through the nose. During his 3-month hospital stay, he resolved to heal his nosebleeds and affinity to injury. Spending 6 weeks alone in his rented house, since Jake still couldn't find his roommates, he poured over his own blood samples until he found the culprit, the rare bacteria Klebsiella. After synthesizing a cure, he continued his obsession with all things healing, and now he serves as lead physician in the resistance. I need to go. My time machine is running out of its primary fuel source, an ancient relic known as Crocs. Stay strong, Jake. You have a good shaved head on your shoulders. Keep potting, my friends. It helps more than you know. God bless. Godspeed. Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Wow.
That's awesome because it's not like Chat GPT.
Oh, no.
Like that's riddled with Ghostrunners
Sure.
inside jokes.
Sure.
That's great.
And I mean, so kind of him to take little time he had in the future to do that.
Type all that out.
Do you think he typed it out and had it on whatever kind of device, phone or whatever, in a note and just came back and copy and paste it? Or do you think he typed the whole thing when he came back from the future?
I don't know.
Tough to know. That's sweet. Well, is Malachi?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mal. I tried to find it too. It was on YouTube.
Yep.
Couldn't find it anywhere. It's hidden from us.
The future won't let us see it.
That is really cool and amazing and funny. And
Yeah.
thanks for taking the time to be hilarious. Our fans are the best fans. There's nothing like it.
Thanks, Malachi.
So
My comment of the week is from Corky Lover, but it's not spelled corgi. Just kind of sounds like it. I don't know.
Corky.
I know Brad is bricked, but let him know that a book he should read about endurance is called Shipwreck at the Bottom of the World.
Oh,
You know about this?
I thought it was just called Endurance. Is it? Yeah, cool. Shipwreck at the bottom. Yes.
I don't know. It's a story of Captain Ernest Shackleton and how he saved an entire crew who were shipwrecked. He would like it for the leadership principles alone.
Cool.
She's a 7th grade ELA teacher and taught it for many years. Love the podcast.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
cool.
Happy New Year.
It looks like, is it a kid's book? Oh, readers from 10 to 14. Great. I'm pretty average reader, so
You can breeze through that.
yeah. I'm currently reading a book called The Devil in the White City. Heard of it?
What's it about?
It's about murderers at the Chicago World's Fair in the late 1800s.
True or fiction?
True. And it's very interesting. Very good.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty fun. I'd heard of it. Yeah. Anyway, good times if anybody wants a dark read. Anyway,
Fun.
good times. Thanks, guys, for listening. We'll see you back on Monday. Hopefully, Jake will be feeling tip-top.
Hope so. I'll be fine.
That's the thing, Jake.
I'll make it happen.
You would have never known if we didn't say anything.
I'll make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah. We'll see you Monday.
Oh,
Time. Tiempo.
Just forget it.
No.
Say
Hey.
Monday. Or now.
No, it's too late.
All right, love you guys.
Ghostrunners podcast. Every